Not that I'm rich like Ariana Grande or anything, but I get what she's saying. It does. Money gives you options, gives you access, makes you things less stressful, and you can actually follow a course as opposed to rushing the entire process. People who need money do things like show up at the tax lien auction and bid on vacant lots thinking that they're buying a property. People who need money show up at the tax lien auction and just bid on something because everybody else is bidding on it, because they want to just get in on the action, and because they want to be able to say that they bought a property. People who need money don't take the time to follow the process, and they do things like buy a property that they've never even laid eyes on because they just want to be able to say that they're in the game. You understand what I'm saying? Like, none of it makes any sense. So that can't be you. And you can't be talking about you quitting your job to be a tax lien investor when you can't even explain what tax lien investing means. And you know what I mean? Like, that's just not a good idea. I would say take the time to build a group of investors. It don't even need to be like 10 people. If you can get 3 people together, 3 people, right? Maybe even 5, but 3 I think is ideal. 5, you start to get into too many people, I think, and then people start falling out. People start not getting along. Like I said before, it's like planning a family reunion. When in the beginning everybody is in, they're like, yeah, we gonna do this, we gonna do it big, we gonna get a swimming pool, we gonna get a bouncy house, we gonna do all this shit, right? And then like 2 weeks later, half of those people go, and then a month later, you down to, the same 2 or 3 people who plan every family reunion every year, for the last 10 years. This is going to be the exact same thing. So you got to get you 3 people. And then when you get those 3 people, and that's including yourself, when you have that group of 3, then you figure out, okay, how much money can we put together, and what do we even want? And what is our goal? Do we want to get a property and turn it into a halfway house? Do we want to get a property and turn it into, do we want to wholesale it? Do we want to get a property and renovate the property and rent the property out and then split the rent every month? What is our plan? Right. But all of that takes time and detail. And the problem with a lot of us, especially in our community, is that we don't want to do things that way. We don't want to take the time to do the work and find the properties and do the research and understand what we're looking at. We just want what we want. And when you have that mentality, like, this ain't the game for you to jump in. Damien says, I quit my job. I got $25. I'm going into tax lien investing. Where I start? Damien, you laughing, but I get that, a variation of that email or that inbox about probably 45, 50 times a day now. That same exact thing. 45, 50 times a day. Same question. Like, man, I got $500. What do I do? I got $1,000. Where do I start? I'm like, no, you don't start nowhere. Like, don't start nowhere doing nothing. Because I don't need you coming back blaming me, talking about, you ran out of money, when clearly you're going to run out of money with $1,000. Clearly, like, it's a foregone conclusion. So you got to take the time to get some more money together. And if you don't have 3 people that you can put together with, coming with $10,000, then you got to ask yourself, what have you been doing with your whole life? Who are you hanging around? What are you doing and why? If you don't have 3 people and y'all can come up with $10,000 with 3 adults, I can't figure out what something is wrong, and you need to figure out what that thing is, because there's really no excuse for that. I talk a whole lot about side hustles. I've dropped a lot of side hustles before. You could do mystery shopping. You could work for Fiverr, or you could work for Upwork. You could what else could you do? You could do market research surveys. You could do property inspections. You could do any number of things in order to just, bring in a few extra $100 or $1,000 a month to get to a point where you can have some more money to take to that auction. Because any auction that you go to, whether it's Indiana, Louisiana, whether it's online, you got the folks in the front with a lot of money, and they're going to buy whatever they want to buy because they have money like that. Then you have the institutional investors who are going to buy blocks of property because, again, they have it like that. And then you have everybody else like us sitting there trying to, get our bids in to see what we can fit in at. You understand what I'm saying? But you're going to need money to be able to do that. Guys, do me a favor. If you just come in and say hi, let me know where you're watching from. Hit the thumbs up button on the video. thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. We definitely appreciate you. It just helps our numbers, helps the video get out to more people. When we talk about these celebrities and other things like that are going on, people come in and then a lot of y'all be mad, like, why are we talking about this? This ain't uplifting the Black community. I thought this was the Queen's Network. And they be going in the comments, and then we talk about stuff like this. It's kind of like, okay, I'm going to listen and get what I need, but I'm not going to tell anybody else. So I need you to share the video, hit the thumbs up button, and tell some other people that so that they can learn and help get started too. Okay. Everything that I'm talking about today, like I'll give you the basics. I'll give you like, the 1, 2, 3, the first 3 steps to get started. I'm not going to hold your hand through the rest of the process. Like that'll be like 200 people that I'm helping. And all I get in exchange is a shout out on social media or thanks, Danielle, you so great. Like, I'm not interested in that. Like, I need you to ask your questions in these videos so I can get to them. And if you want more additional help, if you want like an actual walkthrough of the process, then of course, then you'll have to pay for that. All right, that sound good? Kendra says she's coming in from Houston. Phil says, good morning. Good morning, Phil. How you doing? Damien says, I grew up in the hood. Most of my crew felons. I'm looking to get a halfway house for them. Okay. I actually like that idea, Damien, because, and you know what else? That felony thing actually doesn't even stop you from going to the tax lien auction. Did y'all know that? So you can just, once you do whatever auction that you plan on going to, whether it's live or online, the background doesn't matter. And there's not a whole lot of places left in America where we can say your background, your criminal background doesn't matter at all. All they're looking for is the money. They're like, well, we need money. If you have the money to pay for whatever your winning bids are, then we good. You understand what I'm saying? Like you don't have to, it doesn't matter that you have a felony. It doesn't matter that you have a misdemeanor. It doesn't matter that your credit score is a 400. None of that stuff matters. What matters is getting the right properties and then having the money to do that. Again, if you only got a little bit of money, though, I would wait and save some more money. You can even do what's called bird dogging. And bird dogging is basically where you go out and so you don't have money, right? We've all been there. But you had this long ass list of properties and you know that other people will want to bid on these properties that have the money, but maybe they don't have the time, maybe they just don't want to do it. So you go and you scout through that list of properties and you find properties that are good candidates and you could sell the list of properties. I do that for a few people, not everybody. You could sell that list of properties, or you could just identify really good properties and be like, man, I know about this property that's on this tax sale list. I'll tell you about it for, a fee. And that fee could be whatever amount you feel like is worthy of your time that you spent to find it and that the other person is willing to pay. You can make money that way. I had another one of my students emailed me and she said, well, can I just do this for, she was trying to do it for like 5 states. I don't recommend doing that. Just pick where you live. Like pick one area where you live or that's close to where you live and master that area. And then as the list start to come out and properties start to become available, and then you build your network of investors and you're like, okay, I have these lists of properties. How much don't ask nobody how much they're willing to pay. Let me back up on that. Don't ask them, just say, this is how much I'll charge for. Do you want it or not? And you'll find people that will pay for that list. You will find people that do it. And I know because again, I've done it for people. And in the past, years and years ago, when I first got started, I would go out and find, I would put together investment proposals for houses that I saw. I would run the numbers, I would run the comps, I would do the rehab estimate, and I'd be like, okay, bam, this is a good property, do you want it? And then you basically like assigning the contract, so to speak, or you just assigning you're telling somebody, you're giving them information in exchange for a fee. You're basically putting it to where they don't have to do any work. You've done all the work for them. All they have to do is pay. People will pay you for that.